It's your boy Crypto Blood. How you guys doing today? Welcome to another episode of Chart Talk. Today's Chart Talk is going to be awesome because we've had a lot of fundamental news events come out in the last week or so, and we will really be able to see how the fundamental news triggers events, but then it's kind of fundamental news will really move the markets in one direction, but then technical analysis and technical indicators and trigger points will kind of bring it back to equilibrium or near it, or kind of guide the direction. So fundamental news, you can think of it as like fundamental news is the actual car, technical analysis is the steering wheel. That's kind of what I just came up with in regards to how they play on one another. So let's get right into it and look at some of these charts here. So this is the chart from that I keep track of. It's been about a month and a half or about 2 months now since I've been doing the chart talks, and I just try to keep it updated and so we can kind of follow it and see how things progress. But what I want to highlight out the gate is the double tops that we had at the 3,000 level. You'll see here, I'm going to zoom in. So you'll see how we tested once, failed, came back down, and we actually touched the trend lines that I drew that came from March area or time frame in Bitcoin. We bounced off of there. We tested the 3,000 mark again. We failed, and then that third time, that huge bull candle, we pushed right through it. So I almost think of double tops as here's another analogy, similar to baseball. 3 strikes you're out. So we swung and missed here. They threw a knuckleball at us this time. It dropped on us and we swung and missed again, and then finally we hit it out the park, Barry Bonds style, baby. Got through that 3,000 level. So from there, we kind of went for the Clif high target of 48.88 range, which he nailed that perfectly. Kudos to the Clif high software and the Webbot picking that up. But what we have here, and I stated this, the China news kind of came out around here. Let me just kind of highlight that for us. Or I'll put an arrow so that let's see if I can get that. China news was somewhere around there, right? And so we kind of, we went back and forth. But as you will see here, and I've drawn a red line. This is roughly around 4,000. We tried to stay above 4,000. I thought we would because we tested it almost 3 times. So the first time was on the 4th of September. We almost hit the 4,000 area. The next following day, we did test it. We bounced off of it pretty well. And then on the 10th of September, we touched again and kind of bounced off of it. But then finally, the sellers prevailed and we broke through that 4,000 level. So when I saw that, I said, okay, now one of two things are going to happen here. We're going to see us stop right before this line here, which is 3,600. Because this candle for me indicated that there was some strong buyers here. Okay, the buyers came in and defended the turf and pushed the market back up. So I was thinking that the buyers would come back in and defend their turf again, but it did not happen. And partially I think that was because of Jamie Dimon and his his words or commentary on Bitcoin and what it's all about and how it's it's not worth anything and so on and so forth. But yet he's the same one that were the same company buying at the actual lows. That's a whole nother topic. However, we saw an accelerated move downward that kind of took out that area. And look at what happened here, guys. We bounced right off the 3,000. That's good for me. That looks like a good indication as far as support for us now. This was, in my opinion, a capitulation move. It was a violent move down, and we were, let's see how many. We were only about 300 points away from having a full bullish engulfing candle where it engulfs the entire bear candle that preceded it. Didn't quite have that. So now at this point, what I am thinking, I really believe we're going to stay above this 3,000 level. We may kind of do like this, kind of go maybe down a little bit, but then this will be our next challenge. It's back above the 4,000. So we may test it a little bit and see how it goes, and then finally break through. Let me kind of draw that a little bit better. Let's see here. So we may go like that. Like that. All right. The challenge though here, ladies and gents, is really not so much the 4,000. Our challenge is going to be getting back to the moon. Not sure how many times we're going to need to accelerate through this area here. The longer we kind of move out in time, we for sure will not see below 3,000, because these trend lines will continue to, as we move further out in time, you'll see the trend lines will begin to go above the 3,000 level. So that will be that additional technical element that will keep us above 3,000. However, the moon, that's where we need to really look out for and see what happens at that point. If we can actually score a point and land on the moon, get back in the Lambos and drive around. If we can get past that, then we're definitely going for Mars. And Mars is Clif High's next price target point, which is around 68.88. And if you look, guys, this is interesting because our Fibonacci extension and retrace, well, this is an extension level. Our fib extension is right at 66.75 area. So you know, my suggestion is to actually get out before the 68.88 range. Get out around this, I think this level is a 161% extension level in the fib, in the Fibonacci that I drew a couple weeks ago. So I would be getting out roughly around, let's just draw this out here. If I were you, I would get out right around here. We'll change this color to like a green, because that's what we will be seeing is money bags here, ladies and gentlemen. This is the secure the bag line right here. So that green line, we're going to secure the bag right there. So what I'm going to do is just do a little, we're going to put right here, we're going to type in secure the bag, and let's just bring that font down a little bit, change that color to green. We're going to move that right there, people. So that's pretty much it for today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching another episode of Chart Talk. I will see you guys later this week. It's your boy Crypto Blood. I'm out. Holla.